Baby. Yay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm talking with my mouth full. Mm, I'm eating a ham and cheese sandwich. And I don't seem to be able to do that without problems. Can't do anything in California without problems. So I found myself in place of listening to Aaliyah and DMX. I'm going live. I was enjoying my sandwich. Dang it all! I think I'm gonna quit that for a minute. I hasten to say I'm gonna turn around and go live that way. I don't want to see the shit show. I don't want to broadcast the shit show live, but it's happening. Um, I have nothing to say. Bread in my teeth. Good grief, I need a napkin. Except that's it. I'm live for safety. It's a beautiful sunset. I'll start that. I guess I'll turn the camera around. Okay, I hope I don't lose connection again. Oh yeah, I don't care. Actually, to tell you the truth, Pokey, I really don't care. Yeah, the sunset, it never comes out in this camera, nor does it in the, can I do the Ilya? I don't think I'm already shit, it's going to be a vomit fest. It's going to be a goddamn vomit fest, I can tell. Whew. I guess this kind of helps. There goes the 22. I was a little off on my I swear I'm gonna vomit. I haven't felt this. I vomited on the way out. I need to move this. Just this way. I hope this all works out. I am just scared straight with the moving the camera. It never really works out too well. But I think that's where I left off. Oh shit! Fuck! All of a sudden I can't breathe. Say goddamn word. I'm sad. This is actually where I started going live for safety. That's where I gained you, stalker. Somewhere about in there. I think I had you part of that. Actually, right across the street. Anyway, I think that's where I left off at one of the ends. Anyway. So I can't breathe. That's one of those. There's a couple of guys I know right here. One is cool. I watched him put together his bike. He got it at the Starbucks. I will finish that story, maybe. But this other guy, he just pissed in a cup and then poured the cup out next to the tree in front of me and put it up. I'm all, you know what? This thing's hard. I don't want to sit on a hard surface. Oh, man. It's going for bad worse. Plan on staying here long. I just fucking sat down for a second and then melee and sandwich. Fucking troops importing supplies. Very important. I haven't been able to procure. Nor had I even thought about dinner. And funny enough, it's the last thing I said to a kid I was talking to. He was in line in front of me at the LA Greyhound. Anyway, I was going to finish before I started. LA Greyhound or any other Greyhound stores. I've been banished from Starbucks internet. So I roll up here. I've been here again. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Oh God, I want to vomit. Jesus Christ. See, it's creeping in my face. Oh man, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep eating. So I roll up on the Starbucks. The sign on the window says we're permanently closed. There's nothing inside but the infrastructure, the shelves, no product, but the internet's up, and I get it. I'm all right on. That's nice. That's what I'm dealing with. Oh. No longer I'm gonna eat. Mm. Phoenix sunsets were amazing, but that's all right. Fuck it. It actually gets me copywritten. I don't need any copyright. I'm going back to Donna Summer. I can play background music, but it technically gets me in trouble. And this has to do this way. It doesn't have to. I think the food's helping. I don't know. I mean, technically it couldn't hurt. No, I chipped my teeth. Actually, I was thinking about it. I was thinking the last time I saw my dentist, she says it's not going to last long. It's hanging on nothing. And I was just thinking that. And then, like the day before, I'm all, wow, I chipped my tooth. Other than that, I have no idea. Or what? I have a couple of guesses. Ham and Swiss. I could put some mustard on it, make it a true mutt gang. I have mustard and mayo on them both. What? When people start staring at me, it makes me say, "What?" And I don't. There you go. I think those are the two who started it. Now they're in some deep philosophical conversation about whether they can end up homeless or not. Uh-oh. And here comes Condelicious himself. I could turn the camera just slightly and you could see everything that I'm talking about, but I hasten to do that. It is about me, bitches. But it is standing right there. Ooh, hey, by the yellow one, you can only see the legs. See, you wouldn't even be able to tell that that's a person, but that's how its trajectory is. Anyway, I'm smoking a bag. Oh, God. My neck. I have issues. Talking about shit I don't want to gives me pain in my neck. It hasn't happened in 2 weeks. 3 weeks, almost. Dang it, I can't get my mail open! Thought I was on something. I can't use my teeth. My mother taught me better than that. I have some tools. I wish this count wasn't in my face. Oh, 5-0. I guess I'm using I'm getting it done. Yeah, I have some shit to do. I mean, not negatory. I have business take care of. Um, I don't want to be frosted by the law. Prior to that, I again don't want this to turn into a vomit fest. I'm trying really hard to hold on to the peaceful tranquility I have from my vacay attained. And that was just a scaled down version of this. It wasn't fantastic. Clearly. Beaten and robbed less is that story. Which, relatively speaking, does feel better. Now I just saw the blue one. There, his legs move. Staring straight at me. You know, you can't sit without him. Don't you know I understand? Wanna be a daughter summer. Peeking around. Pretty good. They put microphones up. I think you can see them from here. I'll show you in a minute. By you, I mean my audience, not you, stalker. The first time I've been Mountain View, maybe Centerville anyway, and they were ostensibly for, I think I just said this the other day, they were for bullet shots, so that they could tell where the bullets. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. The head going behind their head. They don't quit looking. That's when I'm all, what? And I don't like being that person. I don't need to be that person. Be live. Fucking walk down the goddamn street. Except we're under emergency shutdown of society here in Santa Clara County. I haven't seen much news, but the news I've seen is other places that it wasn't. Same thing. The slow fold. I'm wrong, but I want to say like St. Louis, Missouri, or something. Same thing. No more food except to go and whatever town it was. Yeah. On that note, you can kind of see that everything's normal. It's just all the businesses are closed in. I don't know. I was just gonna say the illegal joggers. And again, pretty good. I wish I could just eat. By illegals, I mean the Indians, the government has imported. whatever from south of the border for the last 50 years. Again, I use the term broad, not loose, just broad, or loose and broad as well. Much like welfare, being any money coming from the state, whether it's Social Security, BARDA, this, disability, that, welfare. Cheers. Section 8, and the whole shit and caboodle. Welfare benefits, military benefits, which are the worst of all. Constitutionally speaking, it's much like killing a cop and getting a stiffer sentence. The Constitution is to mitigate somebody being better than somebody else. It doesn't work like that. Not to mention the military clearly are not better. Anybody ever read the Constitution? Understand about that? Principles? Federalist Notes, start there. Back to the Magna Carta. Nonetheless, my point being, I'm just trying to fucking eat my sandwich. I'll get back to the Constitution. As the sun sets here, another day of jury. Oh, not the baggies over there. Indirect eye shot at me. I don't think I can get on camera. Might as well not. Nico Scorson, what the fuck does he have? Yeah, I have my laptop. Uh-oh. Good sandwich. It was not bad. I wish I could say I enjoyed it, but I didn't. That it's over. That it's done. Fuck, the fucking shit sucks. Oh my god. This is why I left. Oh my god. Speaking of my gums, those Cheetos tore up my mouth, and I keep biting the side of my mouth. And my friend, and I can't see who's my friend, pig valves put in them. Anyway, I'm gonna have to start with a shout out to Special K, because my head just went light. I haven't felt this way. I have not felt this way. Behind it, yep. That's actually was the last straw that made me turn on the camera. When their head is totes behind them, and they're watching me, and have been since a mile before. It's a California thing. I had missed it in. There wasn't as much in Arizona. People do know how to fucking live their own lives. to a little bit of an extent. Again, it's mostly been taken over by Californians and idiots that do that. And like, um, but I got a little shout out special K. And so with that, this deep immersion instantly, then I'm not going to be here long. I don't have to be here long. Reticulated bus. I happen to love the reticulated bus. It's a big mamma jamma thing right up the El Camino. Now, mind you, the El Camino is the oldest, off the top of my head, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I almost said it like a Valley girl to begin with. Like it's, I believe it's the oldest highway down California. But nonetheless, it runs from LA to just above San Francisco off the top of my head. Continuously. I don't know that it does. There's a couple of breaks off the top of my head. Anyway. I've always wanted to ride my bike from San Jose to San Francisco on the out. I drive it. It's a slow drive. It's a hard drive. I want to say I usually don't make it that way. I end up saying, fuck it. I'm going on, and I hit 280 or 101 sometimes, but by Redwood City. But no, if I'm going to take the Elk, I generally do. I sometimes give up for one reason or another anyway. It's a fun drive, and it's ostensibly a super easy ride. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, I think they call that a bucket list. How much time have I? Once again, all right, 22. So this is where I started doing fucking long term live shots. I used to not say anything. What do I want to say? Okay, this is the love part for the stalker. It's much easier to talk to somebody than not. I really found it hard to talk to myself. So, stalker, now that I have you, I don't have a hard time talking. Sometimes I yell at you. Sometimes I give props like this because you're dedicated. You're a fucked up dedicated stalker, which puts you in you're an X. I can put you in that category and you stay. But from, what kind of an X? Again, I was married for 15 years. You're not, and again, I don't know that you're not that X, but my contention is I don't think I fucked you. I think I know who you are. Again, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is where I say this is where the love comes into the love-hate relationship of my stalker. Yeah. It just changed the dynamic. I'm a social person. And even when I had things to say, and I did that. I used the live for, if I meet it, let's see. Anyway, I used live for what I needed to. I had things to say and would have videos. But again, I am kind of, since I'm here in this position again, I can't say. You know what? I don't know how far I have to back up to the hot. That's my point. I'm dressed much like a Hindu sand nigger or something. I love that term. Heard that term a long time ago. I just left a comment on something that said, my nigga, please. Oh, it was on the Kardashian. That was actually I there was a comment. The first thing that popped up, that bullshit. The first thing that popped up on my computer when I turned it on was Virginia YouTube was there was an advertisement and it looked like Kim Kardashian, right? It looked like Kim Kardashian hawking some kind of new sporting wear, if you will. Um, I don't click on ads. I clicked, um, and it's only a 6-second ad, and then started looking, and I'm all, that's close. That's close. That's Khloe Kardashian, and so it had been put up. I want to say like 15 minutes earlier, and there were 15 comments and 15 watches. It wasn't much at all off the top of my head, something like that. So I'm scrolling down because I'm watching this, and I'm scrolling down the comments, and they're saying exactly what I'm thinking, and it's a what? What was that? And it said, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." Um, but back to my nigger, please. This guy, well, I don't know who it was, but his handle was something nigger. And he said something about, I don't know, because again, the comments went from here to there, so it doesn't really matter. But nobody commented on what he said. And I almost commented on them all. Just again, having them being my own thought, I was right in them with all of them in one way or the other, or whatever. I said, I don't remember what he said. But what I said was, my nigga, please. I said, Khloe is OJ's daughter. She has black in her. Because his comment said something, I don't know how it was relevant, but that was, so yeah, I don't use the word very often. I use words here. Common vernacular that I hear on the street is what I use in the videos. It's just something that I determined I was going to do when I first started doing these videos, i.e. in drawing attention to the problem. You can't fix the problem until you talk about the problem. And I have to bring it up. Nobody else is talking about it. Back to what started these videos. Funny enough, I clearly haven't talked about that enough and or in a while. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I don't. My sandwich is done. The sandwich place is closed, so I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I just needed a little backup. They're staying open. Somebody just walked in the store. Yeah, looks like they're serving again. I'm not instantly having to run. I said my lips, I need a little chapstick. I've spent time in the desert. Um. Uh, oh, San Popo. Whoop whoop. Right on time. said that Phoenix. Sitting at a bus stop, talking to her. Oh, pardon me, I don't vomit. Talking about something at the. Got all the signs. Fuck. At least they went by Kitty Corner. You know, we both saw it. We were looking in the same trajectory. And I said something to the effect of, I said, whoop whoop, like the police. And he looked at me and he goes, somebody else just did that. And he goes, he just got out of prison. The other part of the story, I almost threw in there first. He goes, nobody used to use that like that. There was a woman walking by, so I didn't give the full whoop whoop. But, fuck, he's going to start being dumb. Whoop whoop. Turn my brown body white. Come on. He said, we used to use that different. I'm like, yeah. The use of as with common vernacular terms, they turn around to mean the opposite. Illest. Are you bad Bill? That's good. So yeah, it started that again slightly. It's a different term for probably the same sound. The whoop whoop in. Here we have the third world and fat dogs. It's fat third world and fat dogs. Lit at the nose. How long is this gonna be going the other way? Yeah, it is. Oh my god. I hear. Oh god, shoot me. Fucking, this is how it goes. I just can't take it. Whew, it seems to be a little assaultive on the senses, especially after what's just happened since I've been here. I didn't want to talk. I'm just done already. Oh my god, out of the box. Nonetheless, I had slight direction miscalculation on my bus and called it. I was gonna. Was it gonna go where I originally was going to go? Unless I was invited with a friend to a motel just down the street. A nameless motel, Motel 6, which here on the Alameda is, fuck, I think it's $400 a night. I'm not really sure. No, I am sure that's kind of a joke. Oh. I think I'm gonna eat the potato chips. Oh. I keep thinking of it. Mamas and Papas. There's a song. Actually, it's not Mamas and Papas. They're actually singing about the Mamas and Papas. And the line is that I can't say it or they wouldn't play it on the radio. I have to lay it down in between the lines. And that's me. I can't say what's really happening. I can't say what's really going on. I have to talk. I don't want to. A room. I caught it. It fell out of my mouth. Mm-mm. Somebody said that, Felix. Well, you are the show. Uh-oh. I shouldn't say. Uh-oh. Wow. The Baba Connection. And there you go. I know that's the action. They can run around on the cell phone all the time. Nothing saying I should be here. Saying the police are going to be here to follow. And that's the problem. That's why I went live. It's going to be a long night already. I can tell. Oh, that was the thing. Oh, I'm going to going to Motel 6. No. Walking toward Motel 6. And as I pass, I look at the parking lot. There's an armed security guard. Well, what? And then I see another. So things have really drastically, substantially changed. And then my friend invited me because I was kind of like dumbstruck and standing there and smoking a fag. And I said a couple of words, and then somebody else came out. And he's like, hey. I've known him for 30 years. Not that he's a friend, but he's like, I'm like, so. Again, there's absolutely nobody that I know in California that I want to be anywhere near. Or anybody in California that I want to be anywhere near. That's kind of the point. It may happen. I have to be somewhere. Where I choose space. Complicated. That boy just parked on the wrong side of the street. You're going to see him walk. No, you're not going to see him. That truck right there. That truck. It's parked going the wrong direction. Probably an illegal. Again, we Americans don't do that. And they don't get ticketed. It's fucking crazy here. They don't get towed. Truck on the wrong fucking side of the street. That's illegal here. Here. My city, my town, my country. That's illegal. I first started noticing it in Santa Cruz. And now they do it here. It's insane. It makes my point exactly and perfect. All day long with impunity. $218. I'll be in room 218 on the Alameda at the Motel 6. Give me a call. Okay. Keep calm and drive on. Yeah, just sure on said that. I was talking about that earlier. All right. I'm now watching the guy work out I don't know what the name of it is. I can't read the whole sign. I could get up, but sells fitness equipment. And when she closes, he works out like for hours. So all the lights are on, and I'm seeing him in there on one of the machines. So you got to figure there's a couple of things going on there. I believe you have to live your passion. And so, how can that not be normal? Again, if oh fuck, that's a cold wind. I'm gonna freeze. I am in fucking terry cloth, and I have a silk jacket, full length, white. But again, my point is, I'm gonna fucking freeze. Intermission show. Starting to get the trainee hookers are walking by. Big 6'4" black women that might not really be women. Uh, oh my god. I can't eat like this. I can't live like this. Fuck. Fuck, it's under 3 hours. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. Jesus, motherfucking George. Fuck. Fuck, fuckity fuck. Fuck. That's kind of how I feel about it. Ah, man. Okay, here comes the guy. He's lighting up his truck. You know, the one that's illegal on that side of the street. He went and got his pizza because they're entitled motherfuckers and they do what they want to do. Oh, guess what? Those are brake lights. He has a reverse door. Fuck, it was wrong. Which afternoon. Nonetheless, they're doing it all over. I did not just witness it. That's what threw me. The lights were off. And I thought he'd gone to the passenger door, by the way. But he's got a truck that has the reverse door, a little like 3/4 door in the back. And not even be that half door. Anyway, my bad, as Bad Santa movie says. Ah. San Francisco swag. I found it in the city. It is. I had never thought about power in it. It was pretty cool. It's good. The Nikes actually came from Phoenix is a problem that way. Much like what I've encountered here. Okay, let me describe the difference between Phoenix and here. I got to Phoenix, and within 5 minutes, okay, or I can tell it two different ways, or an hour, a half a dozen, 5 minutes, and five people shoved a meth pipe in my face and said, "Want some, G?" And I went, "No." And here, within 5 minutes, an hour being here, half a dozen, 5 minutes, five people said, "Want some shit? Want some meth? Got any money? Here, suck my dick for $50 if you don't want." What? What? So, um, there's just a slight differentiation. Um, again, since I'm telling stories here, as it used to be, drugs were very plentiful here, and you got that. And now people are just fucking trash. And there in Phoenix, it's just drugs are cheap and plentiful like it used to be here. So again, it's the same. It's just when I moved to Phoenix in 1987, and I lived there for 10 years. It's been 30 years since I've been there. When I moved to Phoenix, I used to say, and this was 5 days after my honeymoon for my second husband. I used to say, Phoenix is just like 80 years behind California. It's just like the Wild Wild West. So I'll leave the rest of the stories alone. I'm all bikers with sidearms and shit. It's like your worst nightmare. Like the poster that says, you had a bad day when your horn gets stuck behind an outlaw biker gang. Like, yeah, when they have sidearms. Damn, that kicker, like everything. And Brian's dead. Changing shit. Anyway, yeah. So, not only do I not want to be robbed here, it's on. It's crack lacking. And I generally, this is when it happens. The window, as soon as I get back in state to San Jose, usually my guard is down. And it catches me. Be sure to sneak up on me from behind. That's what happened in the parking lot. That's not even what made me go live. Some cunt like that rides by on a bike. And I'm all right. And then he rides by a second time, and then you guessed it, a third. Like doing this around me. Oh, fuck. Fuckity. I'm not in the mood. But I'm not that angry. See, that's the thing about not being in the mood is they, and I hate to use that word, they can tend to get the drop on me as soon as I get back to California because I'm off my game, because I'm just not that. What? Is it really that bad? Do I really have to? Whatever. So, yeah. Burn the phrase. Might be the hate and anger that gets me through the cold at night. Because cold coffee's not going to help. It's not bad though. Cold coffee's good. It's the heat factor. And the Starbucks is closed forever. There's a Pete's across the street, and the Pete says, nobody's allowed in. They've got signs outside the window saying, place your mobile order here. And I think they set it outside and then close the door, and you're allowed to proceed forward and pick it up because it's a corner store like this one that we're looking at here. And they have signs from all the way back in the parking lot. Start here, proceed to here. And when you get this forward, go to the next. And then the sign on the front door says, nobody's allowed to be in the store. You can mobile order it, and nobody's allowed 6 feet within each other or any Starbucks, or any barista, whatever they say about that. Again, I don't even think there's any contact from what I could get. I didn't spend that much time reading it because the neighbor next door, I believe, was calling the police on me. There's a cunt in between. There's some kind of pizza, Jack's Pizza. I don't know who the fuck it is. You got the pizza, and then the dude with the, actually there's a locksmith there. He's a real cunt too. And the guy with the exercise store. I went into the locksmith place. I used to sit at the Starbucks a lot, and seeing the locksmith place, I needed a lock. And I never ever saw the store open. So one day I was at the Starbucks and I saw the store open. I'm like, cool, I'll run over there. So I go over there and I start talking to the dude. I said, I need a lock. I said, Master Lock put out It's kind of like one of those real estate agent key holder boxes, but it's a box and then it's got a like a metal strap wrapped in plastic that you can like hold on to. I bought it at Fry's a few years ago and haven't seen one since. And he's all, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, yeah, but you probably have a book. Do you have a catalog of? Yeah, well, I can't look through it. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, and then he says, well, and I said, well, I can probably find it and get you the number. And he goes, okay, well, if it's there, I'm going to charge you 3 times the amount that it is. And I went, what? So I, in fact, very easily went up and found the number and sent him in an email the number of, oh no, he hadn't told me how much he was going to charge me. That I sent him the email of the part number. And he said, and clearly I saw how much it was. It was like a $12 lock and he saw $50. And I'm all, what? So yeah, when I say he's a cunt, that's when I come up with, he's a cunt. He's a cunt. There you go. You see part of the jacket? I was like, yeah, peeking around at me. I'm all, what? Anyway, not that I care. I'm saying these are the things that make California tedious and different, because I don't see a lot of this. I mostly don't see this other places. There's their Uber car. Oh, how cute are the Demi Sawyer matching jackets? Oh God, my back. Anyway, where was it? Oh, so the pizza place. What the fuck is that? I'll get up now. Rosie's New York Pizza. A real cunt that I would say. I was at the Pete's. I just got sat there. I turned on my pupil to do like this, and I saw him like walking somebody out, and I know him to be the owner by sight. And he rounded me and gave me one of these, and I'm all, I better go. He's calling the police. I know that look. I know, again, this is not my first rodeo. So I got up from where I was, rounded to the front of the building, and see him in the back on the phone like this going, blah, blah, blah. So I'm all, yeah, probably so. Because again, you see somebody that you don't like. It's a good old turn in your neighbor thing. You see somebody, you're like, there's a homeless person here. Like, what? So it's the illegal game. I loved it when they said, oh, we need to naturalize these illegals so that they feel free to call the police when crimes are perpetrated against them. No, we've got illegals turning us into the Gestapo. That's kind of the deal. I turned completely behind him. Hoo-ah. All right, it has been an hour. I live. Hoo-ah. Got some food in me. I'm trying to fucking projectile vomit all over as soon as I turn the camera off. Shit gets to me. Yeah, this is not okay. I heard somebody say. Again, I was pretty deep in Phoenix. It's only a difference in severity. Geese. There was a statement that the police, I think it was the news, or it was whatever, the police are rounding up the homeless in whatever venue having to do with this. I think they were talking about California, I'm not sure, but, and whatever, the statement by this person was made. And I think this was a newscast. It potentially was Alex Jones that I was watching right before I left Phoenix. But I'm not sure. Maybe Alex knows, and I have no idea what the venue. But what was said stuck out in in my mind. And what was said was, well, at least they're doing it. It's too bad it took this for them to get down to do that. And it's like, fuck. And it took me right back to hearing some fucking fuck, like an illegal talking to another illegal about uh, walking down the street, and like a paddy wagon went by, and he goes, yeah, and you get a lot of this, people explaining the town to another foreigner such as themselves. Again, I used to hear a lot in San Francisco, but you hear it a lot here too. Anyway, he looks at the paddy wagon, points, tells her, yeah, they come every night and line the street and pick up them, and points to me and or whatever else he calls the homeless. And so I'm not in the mood to get into it. I suppose I have to go to the Constitution very quickly. We are no longer a constitutional republic. The fact of the matter is, the Constitution says you make the money, you keep the money. You have the right to make as much as you want or as little as you want. It has nothing to do with what our society is today. What they're holding on to is the fact that people have the right to be left alone, having nothing to do with the homeless. What has happened to the quote unquote homeless is the government has fucked them to death. Whether it's drugs that they're doing now or alcohol, there's nothing that's a symptom, has nothing to do with the problem. The root problem is the treason to tyranny of our government. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get into deep philosophical debates. Not what I'm here for. I'm just trying to get a business done in California. And this is what I'm fucking stuck with. 4 hours into this motherfucking town. I thought I was stuck in LA. Word was, when I got to LA, and I was there for several hours before everything just shut down. And so when it was time for my bus to come, it was about 3 buses prior that shit had shut down, and it just showed delays. Well, it delayed on the first one, and then when it was time for the second one to come up, it showed delay. And they just kept, then it would go back, and then it would go delayed again. And then when it was time for my bus to come up, I thought we were a go. I told the old boy in front of me, we're almost there. And it came up delayed. And I went outside, and this chick's all, don't you know everything shut down? Well, what? Nope, but I'm listening. It didn't take long. And then I asked the ticket agent, because that's what the delayed sign says. No more information. I asked the counter agent. And the agent said, I just heard from the driver that whatever, I'll be here in a few minutes. So I told the old boy in front of me, he's all, I call shit. He's all, it's bullshit. I call BS. Wow, really? Good call. Didn't even think about it. You're probably right. So then when it got delayed again, I'm all, clearly you're right. Called shit. But it showed up and I got out. So again, and then the cop stopped traffic on 101 just about getting here. Fucking got out of Gilroy on approach. And then the freeway was shut down. There was all, what? Mind you, there's 12 people on the bus. Which refers back to the first story in Phoenix. The driver fucking walks on the bus. First thing he does is start screaming at me about having a full bus. Mind you, there were 12 of us, and that's it. The whole fucking trip. I was livid too. I told the old boy in front of me, the bus drivers start with me. I travel like this, like I'm a fucking homeless bitch, because they keep stealing my. The last time they stole my $300 Samsonite, $15,000 worth of reference material, and it was out of LA. I'm all, nope. I was so angry. I didn't travel grand for. So. 1 hour exactly, 30 seconds. Look, fuck, I'm angry enough. I'm not feeling cold. I'm all, ooh, cool breeze. Yeah, it's anger heat, sugar. My teeth are cold. Oh, my body's not. That's emotional anger. Truly. And or technically. Ah. I guess I do not have to blow my nose. Of the 12 people in the fucking Greyhound, I hear a sneeze and then a bless you, right? From some Spanish. Excuse me. What? And I'm thinking, yeah, you're just a fucking tard. It's more like you fucking germ spreader. So the next sneeze I hear, and yeah, I'm making a point. The guy's all, sorry. Yeah. But I think everybody except me, and then me, sneezed. I'm all, oh, fuck. You motherfuckers. I sneezed when we went by a kettle. I'm all, what the fuck? Oh, feedlot. So that's wherever that was on the trajectory. That made me. So that's, but that, I filled my nose with the nasally stuff. Yeah. My ears just popped. That was nice. I was checking it out. I've never had a cavity in my life. Pardon me, you can tell. I'm a choppers. Fuck that happened. I was at a friend's house right before I left Phoenix. Spent a couple days with a friend. New friend. uh ex crackhead negroid. Who's now just a fucking straight up dealer. He's like, nah, prison time. I don't do it anymore. I got anything you want. I'm all, fuck. I don't want anything, but I'll go. um, what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh god. I had to move this because the Debbie's right. Really don't how anybody has anything to do with anything other than me. Me. Oh my god. And they came out in their pajamas this time. Flip flops and pajamas. Isn't that cute? There you go. That's the third world in my country. Oh. Wow. Full on ragheads. And that's kind of the point. The only people that are living in the upscale are the illegals. That's it. The third world has. I wish I could go. It's just not quite there yet. I had my chapstick right here too. Take it off. It's actually very high grade water. I've done a summer running around my head. When you find perfect love, let it fill you up, fill you up. Come on, baby. Okay, so that's every time. It's right down here. I used to live here, the Rose Garden. Summer of, I don't know, 2009, I want to say, because I moved to the gym 2010. Anyway, so Michael and I were walking down the street, And he looks down and he sees an MP3 player and a headset right next to the curb in the good from Angelo's. It's no longer Angelo's. It's Mexicalindo. They don't allow white people. They don't allow anybody but their own. Anyway, yeah, start with me. My pappy got married there. It used to be Angelo's. We used to have a country here. It's digressed. Anyway, so I want it. I did that to somebody. Greyhound in Phoenix. He walks up to me. I'm outside, and he goes, "Do you have a phone with music?" And I go, "My shit's dead." Everybody's shit was dead. And I just heard a couple other people talking about it. Nah. And he goes, "Cause I just found these. I want to see if they work." And I go, "Oh, yeah, no, my shit's done. I'm sorry, I'm off. But, well, can I have them?" He goes, "You want them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have a headset. You don't have any." I'm like, "No, what, no." So they were good. He was like, "Yeah, oh, thank you." I don't think I used to ask for as many things. I don't beg, but if something comes up like that, I'm all, well, I guess I asked, Michael, I want it. So back to that. Yeah, maybe I always have asked if I want something. I don't steal and I don't beg, but I know how to communicate. So, and swag is generally kind of, no, it's anything. If somebody has something, you know what? I have theory. My theorem on that. If you want something of, if you want something of somebody's, and you ask them, 90% of the time they're going to give it to you, unless it has some kind of emotional thing that they want it for some reason. They're going to give it to you. And that's maybe something that I learned a long time ago, having to do with thieves. You know, anyway, yeah, hearing stories from friends about people stealing stuff. It's like, God, I don't steal. Again, if I want something, and that doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, I'm all, that's lovely. May I have that? I mean, or whatever. I don't know, whatever the venue, whatever. Made myself giggle now, didn't I? All right. So, Daddy's story. We're about to take a trip somewhere. I think he just picked me up from the airport. Maybe. In Emerald. Going back to the next stop. I'm not sure that was the trip to the venue. Nonetheless, distinctly remember my dad looking at me. We were just about to head out on the road. If you're hungry, tell me. And if you have to go to the bathroom, tell me. I was a young lady, a few words. Well, things went, it was hot and cold. Totes, one way or the other. Much like today. I've never changed. I am who I am. And I love me. Self-love has to start there. Nonetheless, wow, I just shot back to Phoenix. So someone were like to live with me on a bike, rides by me on a bike, smiles, and turns back around. He's all, "Hey, Tony Robbins style. Hey." And he's all, "Just went to Tony Robbins seminar." I'm all, He's all, "Tony Robbins is all." He goes, "Guess what he's talking about? Child prostitution ring. It's rampant." And I'm all, So he keeps talking. And I said, "Hey, you're talking my slang now. You're shooting my biz." And give him a lowdown on me, who Miss Deanna is. And so at some juncture through this and or near the end or something, whatever, he's all, "Let's pray." Throws out a couple of paws towards me. I grab his hands. He starts going off and, "Baby Jesus." And I'm baby Jesus. I think I've already shot my I love God and Jesus. It shows me the way to walk right here on earth. There, our speech. Nice try. Baby Jesus. So he's praying. We're praying. He's praying. We're praying. We're holding hands. He's talking and he's talking and he's talking. And I have no problem with that. I have no problem at all. Until my mouth opens. And then I started. And I said, because we had a little conversation about masturbating black males on the Greyhound. And that I used to wear a GoPro and that I had black penis on my YouTube channel from GoPro. From the Greyhound anyway. It was GoPro. So I'm with him in prayer. But I thought we need to turn another direction. And I said, and God, something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing, God make him quit masturbating on the bus. And I didn't slow down. And the old boy, Tony Robbins, tutelage, man-child, says, you pray your boy and I'll pray my, yeah, he's smiling. We got the, so we're both, and then I'm all at the end. And then let them play with their peni. And he goes, peni. Well, it was all, we were totes together. Make no mistake about it. Everything he said, I co-signed. And I believe everything I said, he co-signed as well. We're all into it. But again, it was going down that hard. Straits Phoenix. With the baby Jesus. I said, baby Jesus. I said, the baby Jesus all grown up and kicking fucking tables down. I said, he says, drink, don't get drunk. Yeah, baby Jesus all grown up. Shit changed, and then shit's gonna change again different. I had that conversation with 15. The negroided former crackhead I spent the last couple of days with. Who actually, I can't say that. I was gonna say made. He had a Bible open up on his coffee table in front of his house. Now, there's a couple of things that I generally think about that, and I never think, oh, this is a God-fearing person, because it just never works out that way. When I see that, it's usually like a gangbanger or somebody who's really fucked up, somebody who's like really doing dirt. I have never seen a God-fearing person with a book on their, with the Bible on their anything, whether it's their dashboard, their kitchen table, or their front room table. Ever. And I buy myself a new Bible every Christmas since my divorce. That's my get down. That's what I do. What else would I buy? Not when Jesus was born, but that's cool and all. I'm down. That's when we celebrated. And yeah. Great Bibles at the Goodwill, kids. Or wherever your used bookstore. Just pick up an old Bible. Pick up a new Bible. Buy whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. It's not like I'm getting royalties. So do you want to talk about some of the people I met in Phoenix? Speaking of book royalties, look up. It's Knoch. I could pull out the card. He gave me his business card saying his name was Daryl Glenn, so that when he went sideways, the video's up. The video does not show what really happened. The video stopped what was happening, which is what classically happens. I fucking put my phone together, and I went boop. I don't fucking carry a camera anymore. I don't carry a camera anymore. I don't carry a camera. I am gonna go right now, and I'm gonna get strapped up like a motherfucking bitch. Do you hear me? It's over. Red alert, totes. We are on the other end. How long have I laid down the camera? Maybe 6 months. It hasn't been a year. Oh, it hasn't been that long. And again, we're under a state of emergency, so I have to go back. Nonetheless, this is what happened. And, anyway, so the motherfucker, I met him at the. I was doing laundry. Anybody who knows me knows I love doing laundry. Everything. I didn't do laundry, but anyway, I didn't used to. That's actually how second husband and I kind of bonded. We were dating. He did my laundry for 15 years. We were dating. And my son's like 9 months old, and I'm carting my laundry from my apartment to the laundromat, a hike away, if you will. The apartment's clear, like the airstrip's across from my apartment. I used to jog it every night at 6 p.m. Jeremy fell asleep every night, just crashed. Little baby was awesome. And I fucking just right across it, jog up and down the airstrip until a plane lands. Sat there like, finish my jog. It's fantastic. It's now a water park. City didn't want the liability of the airport anyway. I was just living across from the airport in Phoenix. An airport in Phoenix, a little one like that. Having a good time. They're watching me again. Like over my shoulder. Oh God, it's gonna make me vomit. See, that's what happened. Somebody does something like that, and I projectile vomit. It's not that I have time to think about it. It's just like it's there. Fuck. And you're never gonna see what's gonna make it happen. If I don't put the camera, because you'd have seen it, you'd have seen him crane his neck back at me and go, whoa, as soon as, because you saw me make eye contact. Well, maybe, I don't know. I did. I felt it. I perceived it. That's the cameras here to prove it. Anyway, where was I? I probably finished more stories today than I have in months. It's not fun sitting on this. Spit. I need a little more. So the fitness center across the street. I'm all, fuck the motherfucker, called the cops on me. So he had a dog. He had a dog that was so old. I couldn't move. I'm serious. He couldn't move at all. He'd like, this is hot. This is so great. He like picked the dog up. This is great. Check this out. People are fucking whacking the head. Whack-a-doo. Oh, what is this? Pick the dog up. Take it outside the shop. And set it on the cement. And the dog would stand there all ratchet and well, it didn't move that much. Hilarious. And wow, that's what they would do. Absolutely every one of them. Hordes. Baba Kanish. Oh, God. The Habib looking motherfuckers. A friend who Phoenix Jeff used to say that. Habibs. It stuck with me. I'm all Habibs. He used to say it about the 7-Eleven Kirks. They're actually, whatever. I don't want to talk about the differences. I go straight to North Dakota where they have come and go stores. I have a 100-ounce cup from 7-Eleven. I went to the Circle Jerk. Circle K. So, you're not from here. I haven't seen 7-Eleven in a long time. I want Come and Go's better. My friends offered me. I fishing buddy Jen and me offered me dough for that Come and Go cup. He's like, can I buy that? I'm all, no. Go get your own. I had to take a train 12 hours up, 12 hours over to get the fuck. It was 25 below when I went to North Dakota, motherfucker. Do you know? Fuck, I went to see my bestie, Chris Santa. Her dad owns San Jose Construction here in San Jose. Imagine that, Sean Santa, the only other man I've ever called dad. Chris and I are besties. Just went to see Chris. I slated to stay 2 weeks. I left after a week. Well, Chris, can you take me to the train station? She said, yeah. She didn't really talk to me since. She talked to me, but it was like strained. She was hurt that I bailed. She again hurt. No. And then a lot of trips. Had a lot of fun. Fucked up a lot of things. Fuck. Want to talk about New Mexico? And then I go back to which one instantly. I was thinking you were there for one, but I don't think you were. Fuck. There was a couple of. There's Albuquerque and there's Raton. 2 instances. Albuquerque, I got thrown off Greyhound. Raton, I ended up all the way. Both all bad. Fuck. Raton, I slept outside. It snowed. It snowed 2 inches, and I think it was minus 11. I have 2 toes on both feet, both the same toes. Not my big toe, but the next one over and the next one. They kind of go numb. Now, I need arch supports in my shoes, so if I put the arch supports in, it's going to help. But I think I have slight frostbite, residual numbness. I'm not saying I got frostbite. I'm saying I might have damaged some tissue. Nonetheless, I survived. And the old man, both, because Albuquerque was tragic, and I nearly lost my life both trips. The old man who hugged me the next day in Raton and became my new bestie said, God saved you, God helped you. Mom, what does your family think you talking about me? Think about you talking to me. He goes, they think I'm crazy. But everybody else does too. He starts saying, yeah, he's like the mayor of the town. He shows up with like all the hoopla. Like, an 80-year-old, 90-year-old World War II vet, right? Like that. And they were like going to institutionalize him. They had him up on criminal charges for like taking care of business, saying it was the mayor in town and doing shit right just a couple of years before. And he now lives with his grandkids, and he rolls up on me, and I am screaming and crying in the middle of the fucking street going, what do you want me to do? Just fucking die here? Yeah, funny enough, I was thinking about this the other day because I said something. I don't know what I said. I think I just fucking said it earlier. I say it all the time. Fucking shoot me, Kevin. Kevin's a reference to a sharpshooter, which goes back to a reference of action figure therapy, ATF. Which is here on YouTube. And I can't remember whether it's the medic or the ranger, or it could have been Snow, the big black man. It could be considered a little racist, as Snow says, you racist motherfucking whiteys. Whoever it is that says, don't piss off a sniper. Don't piss off a sniper that can shoot you from the next zip code. And that's Kevin. So, whenever I say, yeah, I used to say, just fucking shoot me. Now I say, Kevin, shoot me. And just kind of had Brian's dead. It just happens. The evolution of self talk. Anyway, that's the Kevin, shoot me reference. I hasten to say it's all in good fun and just a joke. It's a stress reliever, as we all say at some juncture. Not that everybody says it, but in the vernacular of, just shoot me. Also, name of a TV show. So, again, common vernacular. Not that I want Kevin the sharpshooter to shoot me or anybody else. And I've had red dots pointed on me. Actually, Brian and I were standing outside the main bar when the main bar was the main bar, because Brian and I had said, in the back by a tree. And he looks at me and I look at him, and we each have a red dot on our. But the trajectory was coming from, we both looked at where Brian and I were like that. We were pretty quick. And we just went, fuck. And we clearly didn't move, and they went away. I was like, fuck. I never had anything like that. Back to Texas, I had Texas where I had red dots going up and down my naked body. Those were tasers, and lawsuit isn't open-ended. I don't know. The police wanted to talk to me about the sheriff's behavior having to do with that. Let's leave it at that. I'm not running back to Texas. That was my 50th birthday when just shortly after that. I'm 51 is my point. As my stomach just turned. Anyway. Fuck, this may be a long night. Next. Well, you want to do some drugs? He has drugs. You missed that. You didn't see the guy in a dress, and he actually looks like he's dressed like me. I get him to come back. I'm all, you want to do some drugs? Do some drugs on camera. There you go. Followed by them and the dog. The ting-a-ling-a-ling of treason. Oh, good. He's going to come back. See, he didn't go anywhere. He's coming. He's coming. You can see a shadow. I don't think the table's there. I think they did anything yet. Everything yet. There he goes. So I don't know. I think you would have had to see it. It makes my point. But you did or not. Fuck my neck. God damn it. That's kind of funny. The projectile vomit. I actually. Okay, I have something going on. I was going to say this earlier. I don't know whether I'm going back to Phoenix, but I established a life in Phoenix. Well, I used to have a life in Phoenix. So once you establish a life, especially when I can't say you're somebody like me, I have an established life. There was one thing I did, not only one thing, but this particular thing that I did in Phoenix. I believe in education. I don't believe in the college system per se, particularly, but I do believe in education. And with that, it's coming out of the universities. So, that said, my education aside, and I am educated, as Grandpa Ray used to say. Not my grandpa, but I'd claim him as my own if I could. Adams. Who was my grandpa for 10 years in Phoenix, and he died. And my grandpa died 10 days after I married him. Lost one and got one. So, I have participated in a couple of research studies. One of which was, I'm going to have to say the first of which was with Adam in Phoenix pertaining to our marriage. I saw an ad as I was thumbing through the magazine. When I bought my van, I went to the little lady's, her husband died, so I bought the van, and I paid her $2,300 off the top of my head. She wanted like 35. I paid her 25. That was it. And I didn't even have that much. When when I saw it, I go, I don't have that much. She said, I can't give it to you. Get 25 and come back. And I had 15. So I had to wait. It took about a month or whatever. So affectionately, I think exactly a month. I didn't have gas money when I bought it. I was living at gym, so I was pulling my next check. Just the whole thing. Boom. Got it. So I'm in her house, and her house was all Elvis stuff. The license plate said M1 Elvis. That was part of the criteria for buying a used car for me for that one. I'm all, it has to have personalized plates. It says somebody has an ungodly relationship with her. Anyway, then. So I hand her the money, and the little lady goes, and her daughter goes, Mom, you can't do that anymore. And I'm just, that's why I did that. Don't touch me. That's my best Stewart. So back to me or TV references. Boy, that coffee tastes really good. First of all, I haven't had coffee in, I was going to say a month, because I've been gone for like three weeks or something, some close proximity of. And I certainly haven't had any coffee since I've been gone. But I don't think I had any coffee before that. I've gone to a Starbucks in an eon. I don't know how long it's been. So I ended up, I had a gallon of milk before. I had 2 gallons of milk back to back. I hadn't, but eating, drinking too terrible. Anyway, fuck. Whatever. So I ended up having 2 gallons of milk back to back, and I had a gallon of milk in this growler. It's a 64. So it's a half a gallon. And then I had, I think it's probably a 30 ounce, probably. My drinker. So I drank that, and it was kind of, I can't say it was turning, but once you pour milk, and even if it's in stainless steel, it'll stay cold for a while. But the degradation is there pretty quick. It's quickly going to degenerate. You don't have ice or anything. So anyway, I realized, I need to get to work on the growler. I need to drink the growler. I might be able to serve 2 purposes here, because it's starting to piss me off. You can't see me and the street. And I want to get my cup. Hold on. I hope you don't knock anything over. It's always a calculated risk, too. What is this motherfucker? I don't know if I'm going to be able to see exactly how many ounces it is. There's not enough light for me to read it, but I might be able to. Does it say? I think I found this at the I found it at the Greyhound leaving California, and it was brand new. I have fucked it. That's my sticker. Look what I wrote. What the fuck did I write? Oh yeah. And all the stickers. That's a Bernie sticker. They had a Bernie. Oh god, they had a Bernie Sanders. Oh, it's bad. Do you want to hear Phoenix stories? They had a Bernie Sanders rally. Oh fuck. Oh god, it got bad. So I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, so it's about 30 ounces or sometimes more. And so this was gone, and I started on the growler, and I'm knee deep in finishing the growler but I'm like fucking cashed with the milk, right? And feeling good about it. I did the job. I needed to get rid of it. It needed to it needed to be drank, and I drank it. And we hit our one stop out of LA between here and yeah, because that's what they. So our bus. Well, I didn't think. I so I'm on the bus out of LA, and the driver says, "Well, I don't know what happened." No, his name is Hector Bravo, right? And he's already started with me, and I'm all, "You illegal motherfucker, say one more word to me, and I'm just gonna say fuck you." I'm all, it's on like that, right? I was so fucking pissed. I think I taped something and then uploaded it because I can't go live with my phone, but I get up. I can tape it and get up. I'm so fucking pissed. And I said to the kid that I was starting to do it for me, I'm all, see, he started with me. I'm all, we'd already discussed this is reality as it is. Shit goes down. They start with you and you're fucked. I'm all, it's the public school model. The United States government as we know it, as I've discussed earlier with you, the whole Nazi product, turn in your neighbor and reap a benefit, or just for fun, angst, or revenge. Nonetheless, I have uh, uh, 10, 20 ounces of milk left, and we get to our Avenal stop. And I had gotten what I wanted to eat. I might have another candy bar. That was part of what I got. Four fucking candy bars. I left my friends at crackhead bomb. Like crackhead. Said Ramon. Plain black when I black name. I don't have any racial stereotype that comes to mind. Nonetheless, he said, Do you want some candy, little girl?" I'm like, "No." And then I'm all, as soon as I leave here, I know I'm just gonna want a candy bar. So I bought. Now these were my favorite as a child. I don't like peanuts. I don't like peanuts. I ate peanut butter as a kid. Mom thought, "Need to go make yourself a peanut butter jelly sandwich." Yeah, right. I dug it. Strawberry jelly is my preferred over not a grape. But anyway, ah, I don't like peanuts. I don't eat peanut butter. I didn't eat eggs. I saw a jar of peanut butter. And the lid was half off it. It was just like half the paper had been torn off, a scoop of peanut butter had been taken out, and then the lid was hastily put on awry. And I saw that peanut butter on top of my friend's microwave. Shout out Special K. I'm not allowed to tell you the story about getting off the ground in Phoenix. Staying at the crackhead for a fish. She's actually a heroin shooter. Oh my god. I don't know which story to finish first. Um, so anyway, so I get off the bus in Phoenix. My neck. Uh, I'm tired. I don't think I can tell. So I go down the street. There's a little bit, couple of blocks, couple of bus stops. There's like a Wendy's, Burger King there or something. Sit down. This bitch rolls up on me. Just check. I think I think she's black. She said she's Mexican. Like my best friend Nate. He says he's Mexican. His dad's black. And he's all, well, kid it. Alex's 49er did it the other day. I'm all, what are you, Puerto Rican? He don't know. I'm half Mexican and half nigger. I'm all, I. She's Mexican. Chef Mike. So, she's like, a cigarette? I'm not smoking. They always ask me. I don't smoke. I never have a cigarette in my hand. Half the time I pull out a pack and give them to you. I'll have it back on me now. So I tell her no. And we start talking. The jail is right up the street. Greyhound's this direction, the jail's that way. First of all, I tell her, I just got off the Greyhound. So I just got out of jail. Well, what? Ew, bottom left. So